Hello, I'm Archibald Chesterfield III, affectionately known as the Pontiff, the Guru, the Expert, the luxury goods guru. And when you think luxury wristwatches, when you think YouTube wristwatch celebrities, the name that pops up is Archie fucking Luxury. Archie fucking Luxury. And I want to talk to what is future channel. Now, to discuss this, I brought in a good friend of mine, a good friend, a colleague, a confidant. This is probably my only true YouTube friend. Everyone else I've been burnt by. Well, I got a few YouTube friends. But John Suckerhorn, how are you today, sir?
Good, Arch. Good, thanks very much. How are you, pal?
I'm okay. Today we're discussing what is the future of the Archieluxury channel. And I got to be honest with you, I had a huge high last year. I went to Indonesia. I met the humble billionaire. I had so many things. I was expecting that I would be in Hollywood at the moment with Tom Cruise. I would be having an affair with one of the Kardashians. But it just didn't happen, John. What's gone wrong? I don't know. What is the future of the Archieluxury channel? Where am I headed, big boy? Where am I headed? Where? You tell me where, John. Where am I headed?
Oh, I'd like to hope only but up, personally. I don't think going down, you know, like all the so-called...
Why no movie roles yet? Why no movie roles?
Why no movie roles? What sort of... Well, it'd make a great story, wouldn't it? Make a short little series, you know, Archieluxury, the YouTube celebrity.
I was thinking about making a documentary. I was going to make a documentary, a 1 hour documentary on my channel. What do you think of that idea, John?
What's going to be different about the... what's going to be different about the documentary?
It just shows Archie's life.
That might be wise. People might get a little bit more of an appreciation of your circumstance about, you know, have to explain to people what your life is. You know, and what you do, you know, to maintain your household. Like, you know, everyone forgets, you know, like they see Archieluxury. You know, Archieluxury hasn't got 4 kids, has he? You know, it's Paul Pluter has got 4 kids. You know, like, you know, it's not a bad effort.
The future is, John, what do you think the future is? I was hoping I could become the next Paul Hogan, but it just didn't happen.
Oh, I still think there's, you know, avenues there. You know, like Hogan went to America, didn't he? You know, that's what put Hogan on the map. You know, when he went to the States, and that's, you know, when most of the Americans got some sort of sense of.
Well, hello, this is Archieluxury. John, foul-mouthed Australians, Mel Gibson. You know Mel Gibson, don't you?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Why haven't I been offered any A-grade movies or even B-grade? I've been offered a few porn parts. That's about it, John.
Porn parts. Oh, you're not as good looking as Mel Gibson, are you? You know, you're not as good looking. And he's a religious Catholic too, isn't he, Mel Gibson?
I don't know what he is. He's come out with some real weird comments of late.
Yeah. So that, like you were talking about Hogan before.
What's the future? Hogan. What is the future? What is the future of the Archieluxury channel? You tell me. Jono?
Well, the Archieluxury channel, it's changed over the years, hasn't it? From, you know, this, you know, entered shy, you know, bloke, you know, imparting his, you know, knowledge the best way he knows how about luxury goods, luxury items, luxury watches, Louis Vuitton bags, etc. Luxury persona is sort of a lot more relaxed and confident than what he ever was, and, you know, maybe he might show things to, you know.
I understand, John, but it's just gone bad. The whole Archieluxury caper is very fucking... I'm not as famous as I should be, John. I should be more famous. What's gone wrong? Why aren't I on TV? Why don't I have Hollywood executives chasing after me, Jono? Tell me this. Tell me this, John.
It's a hard question. I'm not a Hollywood film producer. I don't know what they look for, but maybe is the effort that is put in equal to what is got out of it? You know, like, do you see that, you know, the effort you put into the YouTube and the contribution equal to what your monthly remuneration from Google Ads is? You know, like, if you were to work out how many hours you were to produce videos and cost that out at an hourly rate to what your income is, you know, the month, you know, is that earning a good dollar, or is, you know that, you know, working for Jan?
I'd make more circle jerking, John. I'd make more doing circle jerks.
Yeah, well, pissing in people's pocket always works, doesn't it? You know, success by suction. You know, like, you know, no, you don't have to tell the truth or believe in anything. You know, like, it's about how you portray it. You know, like, if you're shilling, you're going to say something's fantastic when it might be a piece of shit. You know, like, you don't care, do you? As long as you've got someone's money. You know, well, you may. You know, others don't. How we've found that out. You know, like, how could you advocate a squale? Really?
Yeah, I mean, some of these. What about the James McCabe fiasco? What a fucking disaster that was.
Was, you know, like, how could you advocate? You know, like,
fucking shitters. And I got to tell you, John. I got to tell you, in all honesty, I don't want to hark on this too much, but I had a watch company that approached me, right, for they were going to do a watch deal with me, right?
Yeah.
And I actually, to be honest with you, right, I told them to fuck off. Okay.
Yeah. Why was that? Why did they fuck off?
Can you believe this? You know, fucking Catholic cunters. He went, the bastard was all set to use me in a big sponsorship deal. Then he went and asked some fucking circle jerk Catholic, and they said I swear too much. I wouldn't fucking ask the Catholics fucking anything, the cunts.
I'll never decry a human being for what his religion is. I won't, you know, decry that way. Maybe he may have been conservative in his attitude, but
you seem to be losing you, John. What's going on there, Jono? What the fuck is the problem? This line we're having all sorts of problems today, John.
Someone said the internet connection in Queensland's shit house. No, I don't know about that. You know, like, to me, you know, sometimes you're breaking up. You know, the feed's not consistent. You know, but, you know, we're getting away with it, I think.
John, I've got to tell you the truth there. I try my best to bring funny entertainment to the viewers. I try my best to educate them. I don't get much thanks, John.
No, you don't. No, that's often a man's body.
No one fucking thanks me for nothing. You know, this is a shit industry to be in, John. I want my money back.
My money back.
I want my fucking money back.
They made a song about that, didn't they? Well.
Actually, John, I said that to my first wife. I said I want my money back. Jeez, that after she stopped laughing, she hung up on me.
Oh, I wish I could get the fucking money back. 680 grand in cash. Oh, God.
John, what's the future? Tell me what the future is. Is it movie roles? Is it porn parts? Is it sitcom television? What do you think the future is, Jono?
I think, personally, I think you've had to exist in your little world, what you've got. You know, like, we've discussed this before, like, you know, at what point does fame, you know, interrupt your personal life? Like, you can't walk down the street or, you know, walk into an airport until someone recognises you. You know,
it's not as bad as that, Jono. It's not that bad.
Well, it must be great for the ego. You know, it makes you feel good, but You know, are they appealing to you? You know the persona of you, Paul Pluter, or the or the persona of Archieluxury. You know, people want to see the Archieluxury before. You know, Paul Pluter, essentially, when he's by himself, is a relatively quiet bloke who can interact at a table quite civilly with many and contribute as a member of the team. When he's with others. This is what my personal experience is and what I've found when I've been with him. But that's not the environment of the Archieluxury channel. You have to lead, and be innovative. And sometimes that's a difficult thing to do in this game, to come up with some unique idea. And but you keep trying, and and you do. Like, I don't think anyone can decry the fact that you do try your best. You do. You're like, every day you're putting out videos. Every day you're putting out videos. Sometimes that can become a chore, and a task, and the enjoyment goes out of it.
No movie roles, John. Why no movie roles? Why no television appearances? What the fuck's gone wrong there? I tell you the truth, Owen, from the Owen, that South Australian guy, he tried to get me on radio, but it just, nothing worked. What the fuck went wrong?
Maybe you may not have listened. Maybe not have listened to good advice. Why do you think it went wrong?
I don't know, John. I don't know. I never got a foot in the door. The cunts never let me in the door. They're just bastards, John. Circle jerkers. That's what they are.
Well,
these corporate types. I don't like these corporate types. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
corporate types, Jono.
It's a long time since I've existed in corporate industry and attitude. I've found it it all depends on performance, doesn't it? It's all very well putting on the persona of being a corporate type and doing this and presenting in a nice suit or having a flash car, but if you're not pulling in the readies for the company, or if like you don't last, do you?
No, you don't.
Maybe it's a good point here. Do you think you maybe a little too much of a narcissist? Do you think you love yourself too much?
You need to be a narcissist to survive in this world. Everyone needs a bit of narcissism, John, don't they?
Well, if you didn't have a little bit of narcissism for yourself, you'd be necking yourself, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Exactly.
Like everyone's got to have some sort of sense of self-love for themselves, but maybe Archie shows that he loves himself a little bit, a little bit much.
Who said this?
Well, don't you think Archie loves himself a little bit much? Archie can do no wrong, can he?
Of course not. He's Archibald Chesterfield III. He's the pontiff, John.
That's right.
He get the term the pontiff. I mean, that's a pretty endearing term. The pontiff, John, the pontiff.
Like, not many people get that nickname, certainly. Certainly. But
I really love that interview with that guy with the book. Remember the book interview?
The guy with the book. What was that?
He came to me. He turned up at my house saying, "I got a book I want to give you. I want a book you should read."
Kid. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That young kid. Yeah. Well, he didn't know what he walked into then, did he? That poor little bugger. When he shit himself, he said, "I'll come inside for a drink." He thought you were going to put a tail on him for a minute. I think he got out of there real quick, smart. I thought he was going to wear a tail.
I don't know what to say.
He was touched, that kid. He had problems. You could see that a mile away. You know, like want to try and save the world.
Yeah,
God,
they do.
You know,
They do.
I was
Some of
saying to
these
someone this
people.
morning, sort of the shit at the fan, you'd be lucky, rescuing your house, let alone your street or your suburb. If shit broke out. Sort of far as defending, what goes
So,
on.
what is the future? What is the future for Archieluxury? Is he going to stay in this niche?
I don't think so. I think Archie may revert back to
Archie got a future promoting discount truck tires.
No.
What's wrong with discount truck tires?
I tell you what, the sponsorship would want to be good, wouldn't it? But money's money. It's all round. It's all round, isn't it? Every little bit.
The guy who does. The guy who does the truck tire thing. He's one of the nicest guys I've ever met. He's like the equivalent of Ray Kroc, the discount truck tire industry.
Why? Because he's nice, or is he under?
No, he's really good to me.
Well, why is he
he's cool to me. 1 minute. You cover me, John.
Well, if you find him nice, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what other people think of other people. Like you speak as you find, don't you? Like you having a go at someone before, who tuned into the channel, who I speak to regularly. I don't mind him, as a bloke. Just because you don't like him doesn't mean I have to dislike him. And vice versa.
I'll come inside 1 minute.
Okay, you're back again. We're with you. Which way are we flying?
Hey, Jono, can you cover me? Can you cover me for a few minutes? I want you to just take over for a few minutes. Is that okay?
Yeah, no worries. Ask me questions, gentlemen.
I'm leaving. I'm going to be leaving this now because my ego is too big. I'm such a fucking narcissistic cunt, right? I want you to tell me, because I can't handle it. I want you to talk about the future of the channel, and I'll be back in a couple minutes, okay?
Well, you're leaving now, you can't handle it, so you'll rectify it. Ask me questions, gentlemen. Suggestions that we can tell Archie. Now, what would you suggest? No? Why is Archie not answering? I think he's got domestic duties he has to call to at the moment. This is not the only thing he's like. What I think of well, I've had better. Jono, how much you need per day on holidays in Pattaya? Accommodation's going to cost you $30 to $40, cheap end stuff. Your food might cost you the same. And then you've got your goodies on top. You might like to take a couple of $100 a day. You could have quite a good existence in Pattaya for that. What have we got here? Questions, gentlemen? I've answered that one. John, why does he ignore his real fans? Archie really doesn't listen to anyway, so I think when we offer opinion, our opinion's always right, not necessarily so for others. 10,000 baht, no, it's about 6,000 baht, Mr. Krabby. Is Archie appearing serious about appearing on TV? I don't think so. No, dear John, does Archibald Chesterfield live in a basement bedroom in his mother's house? No. House. He lives in his own house, he's got a family. When's Archie coming to the UK? In the new year, Archie's coming. He was going to come in November. Certain things popped up, but he will be coming in the new year, that's for sure. No, well, some of the questions may be a bit difficult. Gentlemen, keep firing. What are the chances of Andy under recording to the show? I don't think so. I think Andy's spending a lot of time in his own world. He's just had a lovely grandson. Andy, congratulations, Andy. Full experience. Lovely little boy. Looks like to so I imagine Andy will be occupying a lot of his time with his, he's, playing with his little grandson, spending time with him. Good luck to him. Dear John, what do you do that makes you such a beautiful what's that mean? Why don't you invite Andy Hunter and Nige, on Nige views? That'd be good. It'd be interesting to see Andy speak with Nige. Nigel wouldn't get a word in, would he? Yes, Miss Youngster. That is advice. I do suggest it to Archie that he should engage his audience more, but sometimes it's hard enough producing videos without, engaging, the audience in the comments. And how many do you engage? Do you engage them all? If you did, you'd have to invite, employ a full-time, full-time clerical staff to answer, all the comments, I'd imagine. Yeah, it would be nice if Archie spoke to us, but I suppose he does it in his own way. In life, sometimes a little bit of sugar is, a lot better than a cup full of vinegar. Maybe, Archie produces a cup full of vinegar, maybe when he should be producing a spoonful of sugar. But, I'm not to tell him what he does. He's over 21. He's a grown man. And, like, you can't really tell another man what to do with his life, really. If you do, and you're out of bounds, you can expect to be whacked in the mouth or be told to mind your own fucking business. So you can offer advice, tell, any other, man to do in life. What to do in life. That's his decision. The choice and the path he chooses to take. So as far as telling, I don't think it's wise. You can suggest. You can suggest, things to people. And you can offer your best. If they don't want to listen, that's up to them. But that doesn't necessarily mean you have to decry, offering your best to someone as far as advice is concerned. Like if you're going to give yourself, you don't give it in half measures. That's just me, But I'm not a young man anymore. I've learned that. I've learned a little bit of.
Speaking of young men, you're a very young man. I've seen you in Patpong. You're a very young man at heart. And John, I got to say this to you: the future of the Archieluxury channel. What is it? Is it a television sitcom? Is it a C-grade movie? Is it a minor porn role? What is it? What is the future for Archieluxury channel?
Keep producing good watch videos. That's your expertise. Your knowledge is unique. You do have a great watches. Like, what about the example, like we're in Bangkok together and my mate showed you his Speedy. You took one look at it and said, oh, it's a bit of weight there, that's good. And then you held it up and listened to it. As soon as you listened to it, you knew exactly what it was. And you explained the situation and that gentleman confirmed that you were correct. And that was within the space of less than 10 seconds. And you can do that with a watch. I've seen you with in my home, when you brought watches to my home and how you explained them to me. That is your expertise. That is the core of your long-standing subscribers, is pumping your knowledge on watches. But many people expect variety, and when it is repetitious, and we get the man on the moon and the Rolex Polar, that can become a little bit boring, I guess.
I'll ring you back in a minute, okay?
Yeah, ring him back in a minute. Yeah, it was a fake. This bloke showed him a fake in Bangkok, and Archie was straight onto it. Good fake, though. Good fake.
Hey, Jono, the future of the Archieluxury channel.
Yeah. The future of the Archieluxury channel resides in
Quality watch reviews. Quality watch reviews. What about the
quality
Thai
watch
videos?
reviews? But no, well, your expertise, what you essentially started the channel was that of luxury goods.
You like the Thai
And
scam
luxury.
videos? That's what your favorite videos were. Thai scams, I did.
Yes, yeah, I like those videos, but that's because I have a specific, love for Thailand, as you do, and that's why you did those videos. But I still believe that the core of your followers learn about watches. Now, if we get bored looking at the man on the moon and the polar and the JEWELLERY, and the Speedy all the time, maybe it might be a circumstance where you possibly go out and source people who do have major collections of watches. People in Queensland, or when you come down to Melbourne, or New South Wales, you could meet people. So, well, I'll come down and see you and review your watch collection, and you could have half a dozen people in Sydney you could meet, and you could go out to lunch with them, and you could review their watches, and that way people would find out a lot more about your expertise. and it would be it would vary the content, certainly, and it'd be more interesting because there's new watches all the time. Certainly,
John,
you must appreciate
John, the future.
Yes?
The future. I need the future. I wanted to get into. I wanted to star with Tom Cruise. Is that going to happen?
Nah, that's not going to happen. You're dreaming.
Who would play me if there was a movie about Archieluxury's life? Would it be Danny DeVito, De Niro, Tom Cruise,
Jackie Gleason,
George Clooney?
Jackie Gleason is still around, I reckon. No? Or is that going back a bit too far?
Okay.
Most of the Yanks will get that, won't they? Jackie Gleason, he'd be perfect for Archie, wouldn't he? Remember when he used to turn around to his wife and he'd say, "One of these days, Alice, one of these days," bang, right in the kisser. Well, you're too young for that, aren't you? Do you remember the Jackie Gleason?
No. I'm too young. Jesus, Jono. Jono, it's been great having you on the channel. John, let's cut it now. Do you want to do another live show now, or do you want to do one later? You tell me. What do you want to do?
I'll do another one now if you like. It's cool. We're firing.
Okay. Let me shut this one down, and we'll be back on. So, John, stay tuned.